What's good, y'all? This is your girl, MissJLH, and I'm back with another amazing episode of We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine. Now, I know it's been a minute since I've done my podcast, and it's been a minute since I've had a guest on here, but I've been traveling and seeing the world, I guess. And so I really wanted to talk to other Black travelers like me who's been seeing the world as well. So I'm currently in Brazil, and I have another amiga, Aki. And she's also been traveling. She's also in Brazil. And I just wanted to get her perspective on traveling as a Black woman and living in Brazil and things of that nature. So, welcome, girl.
Thanks.
Let the people know who you are, where you're from, and what you're about. I mean, you ain't got to tell them everything. Just a little something.
Okay, so I'm from Chicago. Been living in LA. And
LA?
Yeah. I lived in LA for the last 5 years.
You did not tell me that. I'm thinking you was living in Chicago this whole time.
No, I haven't lived in Chicago since I was 18.
Oh my God.
I told you this because I lived in Baltimore for 6 years.
Wow. Did I miss that too?
You never listened to me.
Oh my God, why do everybody say that? I really gotta start listening to people. That's crazy.
Anyways, so I moved to Brazil about 10 months ago or 9 months ago in November, and I've been back and forth now between Brazil and LA.
How has that been for you going back and forth?
It's actually really interesting because whenever it's time for me to leave, I'm like, I want to go from any place, which has really just made it really obvious that home is really just where the heart is, because I have my friends here and I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave you guys. And then when I go back to the States, I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave you guys.
Yeah.
And it's honestly just almost like adapting too well to each place, because once I'm there, I'm like, I'm so comfortable and I'm going to have to leave. So it's fine. Both places are really, they're really great.
Do you see similarities in both places?
I mean, they both got beaches. Similarities in terms of
do you feel like there's similarities from the U.S. and Brazil? Do you see similarities?
Yeah, so so obviously we have the Black folks from the U.S. Obviously we were all brought over in a slave trade from the U.S. to the U.S. and to Brazil. So we have that struggle in common, and I do see that solidarity and the plight of Black folks in both places is pretty much the same in terms of trying to fight for rights, in terms of even our living situations being subpar, our neighborhoods being considered more dangerous, the military killing us, and not even blinking twice, and trying to have to raise awareness about that. And I think honestly the most interesting thing, I don't know if we talked about this, but it's really what the definition of Black is here. Because I've had some people I would swear were white just be like, yeah, me too, girl. We slaves. Yeah, your ancestors were slaves too. Okay. And I think I've become so unsure. When I'm talking to people, whether they identify as Black.
Yeah.
Because it's very unclear.
Ooh.
So, and I'm like, because yeah, you don't want to be policing that.
Listen,
yeah,
the conversation of Blackness is really beyond me here. I try not to really have it because I'm like, I don't know who's Black or not. Back home is so different because it's who's Black.
Yeah.
And we're very strict about Blackness, but here it's very loose, it seems. And also, I don't, like you said, you don't want to police anybody's complexion or heritage or whatever. So it's tough. But do you feel like are you relating to the Black energy here? Is it to you the same as back home? I guess is what I was trying to say.
I honestly feel much more. I feel like it's easier here to feel. I don't even know how to say it, because it's just such a warm vibe here. I've never felt when I'm with Black folks, they're not at least trying to include me. Obviously, we have a language barrier. But in the sense of like, I never know how much I'm projecting too, because for example, my CrossFit gym is like a whole bunch of white people, and I feel like I'm reading their energy as like I'm just like, oh, you racist, and I keep moving. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, and it's hard to really know. I lost my train of thought a little bit, but it's hard to really know. I forgot what I was saying, girl. I don't remember.
Like, you said you feel warm, like you
Yes.
feel welcomed in the spaces that you're in, even with the language barrier. But
yes, I do. I have felt very welcome, but I feel that way in the U.S. too. I think it's just because in the U.S. you always meet black folks and they try to figure out like what type of black folk are you? You know what I mean? Like where are you from? Like and judging you based on how you talk and all that. But they can't really do that to me here because I can't talk. You know what I mean? So, and you also have, I think, if you received as an American, unfortunately.
Right.
So, or maybe not. I don't know if it's unfortunate. It is a privilege, right?
No, right.
Yeah. So you receive differently too, and so I feel like the energy people are meeting me with is one usually of like curiosity, but being welcome as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been a little bit different dating wise, I would say, but for the most part, I feel really well received.
I like what you said. That back home, they want to know where you from, what hood you from, who's your clique, like, because that is true. Because I'm thinking about all the situations I've been in with black people. Because majority of my friends back home are black. So, and majority of the spaces that I've been in have been black. Of course, as black people, we have no choice but to finagle both. But, and you have white friends back home?
I got a couple like brown, like they light brown. I don't know, like really, I'm trying to think if anybody identifies as white. Yeah. I got a couple from my job.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Really are they really friends?
Yeah. I'm thinking about one person in particular for sure. We friends. Yeah. So yeah.
No, because I have white friends too, but it's just like they don't act like that. But the black people, of course, is like, oh, where you from? It's I was gonna compare me being in white space is the same as like being here, like just the curiosity. And I don't mean to compare it like that, but it's just like wondering like more about you and kind of just interested in whatever you're about type of vibe.
I don't really be feeling in white spaces in the U.S. like there is that curiosity.
Really?
No, I feel like so. How can I say this? And like I feel like when I'm in white, I am in a lot of white spaces despite not having a lot of white friends in the U.S. Just for my job, sometimes the sports that I'm trying to play. I really feel like you have the really chill ones that are really focused on you knowing that they really chill. You know what I mean? So they're not trying to like be like, oh my God, well, they're not trying to seem too pressed. They're trying to seem like, but they are pressed, but like in like I want you to know I'm really chill. And then you have the ones that just like see you and kind of other you immediately. Maybe not in a problematic way, but just in like my culture is probably not. Right of it. And they'd be like over here and there's not that curiosity. I don't feel like I'm often met with a lot,
interesting. Okay, so maybe it's what kind of white people I've been hanging out with. I know as I've gotten older, it's been more like hippie white people. Okay. And they're a little zoned out. Yeah. Their curiosity is on everything. So I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe. But yeah, that's usually what I get, like them always wanting to know more about me or what I'm about type of vibe. I mean, I guess.
It doesn't hurt. It's better to ask than assume.
Yeah.
Are you talking about here or
no?
The white people in the U.S.?
La. Because when sometimes I don't mind it, but sometimes it just comes off like a fetish or like a weird type of like, oh my God, I gotta know black people. And then it gives ops, and I don't like that either.
Yes.
So I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're trying too hard sometimes, especially in this climate. But what made you want to move? Like,
It's so interesting because people are always like, you're so brave for moving, you're so brave. It did not feel like a brave decision. It felt like a survive, like I needed to do it to survive. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like, people would be like, this is such a millennial thing, but the routine of like waking up, going to the same office every day at the same time, working my cases. I was a public defender, so my cases are very different, but they're all criminal, and my day looks the same generally. And I really loved being at work. I loved my clients, but then as soon as I got home, and every time I woke up and that alarm went off, I was just like, I was not. And I've been traveling, and I just knew that I needed to move. So I wanted to move here because I was looking for a place with mostly Black people, a vibrant queer community, a lower cost of living, definitely needed the beach, and I wanted warm weather. And I loved the strong Afro influence here. And I came, and I actually did not like it the first 2 times I came. I didn't like it. And so I'm surprised that I'm settled down here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was the first place you came with Salvador?
I came to Salvador for a week or maybe a few days, and then I went to Rio de Janeiro, and then I went to Sao Paulo, and I did Salvador and Sao Paulo on another trip.
Now that you've been to other cities here, which is your favorite?
Salvador.
Why?
Everything I said, the people, there's just like a vibe here that you really don't get in a lot of places. The reason that I loved Brazil in the first place was I was walking down the street and I felt invisible in a good way. And I had never felt that way before. I was in Rosina in Rio de Janeiro, and I was just walking in that favela, and nobody looked at me twice. As long as I don't open my mouth.
Bro,
yeah.
That shit is so sweet.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, the first time you experience, you're like, wow, nobody cares about my presence, right? Like,
at all.
Nobody. And I'm just like, y'all see me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so, and the first time you experience that, it's just like so liberating. And so that's why I chose Brazil generally. And then Salvador, well, because Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, it's not, you don't have like a real, I had a harder time. If I wanted to be kind of like, I do like to be in a fast-paced environment. And in Rio de Janeiro, it was a little bit harder to find a community of Black folks, and I will say this, in a space that I felt confident that I would feel safe as an American not speaking Portuguese. Because, like, obviously there were neighborhoods that I could have gone to that were probably more favelas or whatever, but I was like, I just didn't know how safe I would be not speaking Portuguese, and as soon as they realized I'm American. And I'm a woman. You know what I mean? And and I'm queer. Like, you know, it's just, it's too many X factors. So for that reason, Salvador felt just like really easy. There are so many different, it's Black everywhere. Almost, you know. So those are the main reasons, I think. It was just the energy was about it.
Did you look up Brazil before you came? Like, about Brazil? Like, anything about Brazil before you came? Did you know anything about Brazil before you came?
I mean, I be knowing, like, I knew, like, the general stuff. Like, I knew where it was on the map. I knew there was a lot of Black folks. I definitely knew that, you know, we had a similar plight in terms of the slave trade. I knew about the whitewashing of Brazil, the intentional whitewashing. And, yeah, I mean, I knew some stuff.
Okay, because I only knew where it was. And that was pretty much, I knew the Amazon was here.
Yes.
But I did not know how many Black people was here. Like, I didn't know that it had as many Black people as it had. And I didn't know about how deep the slave trade was here. Like, I knew it happened, as everywhere. But I didn't know how serious it was, I guess. And I definitely did not know they spoke Portuguese. Because I dead ass thought Spanish was the way.
Wait, so did you, like, study Spanish?
Girl, pissed me clean off. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a very U.S. citizen thing of me to do.
Wow, so you got off the plane and you was like, what?
I was already taking Spanish classes and I already knew some French, but when I came here and I was like, Portuguese.
I mean, I was mad because I spent my whole life studying Spanish. I was like, of course I would choose a place where they speak Portuguese. I'm like, you could have gone anywhere where they speak Spanish.
I fucking could have went anywhere. At least I know some French. I know a little Creole, and I know a little Spanish.
Yeah.
But a nigga came to fucking Brazil, and that was crazy. Honestly, it's been like, that's been my biggest challenge. What has been your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge has been slowing down, because I lived in New York for like 5-6 years. That was my favorite place because it was so fast.
Mine too.
Yeah,
I did that too.
Yeah. And here it's just like everything is slower. Like, you know, if you're trying to get some service somewhere, you'd be like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, even like, and I've had to really work on my patience. I've had to work on slowing down myself. I think it's super clear with, like any type of service I'm trying to get anywhere, especially if it's government. Like, you know, I'm just like, why? I got really upset trying to do my visa because the office is only open from 9 to 4.
No.
And they take a lunch break.
They do.
Like,
lunch is so serious.
Yeah. Like, nope. You see that sign? And I love that for them. I'm like,
me too.
Yeah, like, that's amazing. That's how it should be. But, like, dang.
Yeah.
Can y'all hire some more people so we can all relax? You know what I mean? So we can be relaxing and working. And so adjusting to that. And I think I've had to be really intentional about how I spend my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you are not intentional, I was just finding myself sitting at a table drinking beer like night after night after night. And I was drinking all this beer because that's the culture here. You get a bottle, you sit down, you talk. Now I'll wake up the next morning like, why am I hungover when all I did was sit at a table? You know what I mean? And like, but also, and so I had to really focus on finding specific events to go like move my body. And because the income is lower here, it feels like there is, and I'm not sure, right? Because I've been here for 6 months. I was letting it come back, and so I'm still like, this is not a city where you can go online very easily and it'll jump out at you like, oh, this thing is happening. You really have to search for things that are not concerts, you know. And so I've had to be really intentional about that. So slowing down, but still moving intentionally and making sure that I'm developing some interests or spending my time in ways that are not just like going to concerts and drinking beer.
Yeah, because that's mostly what I've been doing too.
Yeah.
I've also had to be intentional and with my time as well, as far as like making sure I'm scheduling myself to work, because now doing freelance, that's something that I've had to take into consideration.
Yes. And
I've never really worked for myself before, so that's been tough to get a hold on that schedule. And then making sure you exercise, because this could be so easy not to exercise here at all. And then just getting outside, because sometimes I get those lazy days where I just really don't want to go out, and I'm just enjoying my space in the house.
Yeah, you like, do be inside.
Oh man. Look at the house. It's really nice and comfortable.
Yeah. Space. You have a lot of different options to do stuff.
No, really. That hammock downstairs. And that's another thing. Having a hammock in your house is really dangerous. Because why?
Just swing yourself to sleep.
Why I just want to swing in my room?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I do love the hammock in here. No. I love a good hammock.
It's a great.
Yeah, it'd be great to have a hammock in this space.
You could, but it's a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, you might run into the door. Yeah.
What are some tips you can give people? Because my tip is going to be, don't delete Instagram. Use it because that's your best friend. Brazilians love Instagram. I don't know, because I know in the U.S. we slowed down on Instagram a lot, and like TikTok is a big thing for us, and like Twitter was another big app for us that we use, because Facebook and Instagram is like something we wasn't fucking with anymore for real. So that's my tip, is to use Instagram. Don't delete it. It's your best friend in the world, especially when you want to find events or something to do here, or even learn Portuguese. I think that's a good tool. But what is your tip?
My tip for what? Which type of thing?
I guess any way of like just making it in Brazil or any city. Well, Salvador, I guess maybe.
I would say to really talk to people. Their small talk game here is like on point.
No.
Like they will seem so immersed in conversation and they're not even talking about nothing. They be like, this bottle is made of plastic. Yeah, I had another bottle that was made of plastic. And you just like, I used to think, I was like, wow. But the thing is, like, one, that's how you learn. That's how you learn about what's happening. Because again, it's not very easy to find. And two, it's so helpful for learning Portuguese. So really, I feel like when I was first here, people talking to me in the car, they're talking to me everywhere I go, when I'm trying to check out at the grocery store. Yeah, and I used to just be like, and I used to be trying to really, and now I'm like, okay, talking to people like is the way.
No.
Like, especially here, where you need resources, and it's not as easy to just go online and find it. Like, here it is very much so, you gotta know people, you gotta have people that you can ask. And that's probably been, like, the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, I feel like we back in 1995 living here.
Yeah.
Ain't no payphones, but you need a payphone. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
And you definitely got to, even if you don't know the language like fluently, you gotta know something. Like go over the guy, like a thank you, a hi, a how are you? Yeah, like the most basics will take you far, seriously.
But people are also so patient here. I haven't had anyone become frustrated with me for not being able to speak Portuguese well. So I feel like as long as you're putting in the effort to learn Portuguese, like I feel like they love to know that you're trying to learn their language. They understand that it's difficult, and they like. I feel like everyone I talk to has been willing to work with me to try to figure out what I'm saying.
Same.
So I feel like as long as you try, like, and they're so interested in learning about us and like where we come from and like how things are over there.
Yeah.
And they know so much too about U.S. politics, and it makes me feel bad. So I'm like, I didn't know as much stuff about Brazil when I was living in the U.S.
Same.
You know what I mean? And they be knowing.
They do
knowing stuff. Yeah.
I didn't know any Brazilian music, nothing. And it's like, dang, they be knowing our stuff.
Yeah.
I be feeling bad. But now I'm on it. I've seen movies. I've listened to music. Okay, we got some people under my belt.
I gotta read more books and watch more movies.
I definitely got to start reading more books. It's definitely hard to read in Portuguese, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. Some
words I still don't understand or know. I feel like right now I'm in the infancy stage. Like maybe I'm in second. No. I'll give myself 4th grade.
4th grade?
I'm in 4th grade.
I used to, oh my God, one of my first friends here, she was like, you talk like a preschooler. And then, that was when we first met. It was this girl I met on Tinder. And then she, like, talked to me, like, 2 months ago. And she was like, okay, I'm going to give you, like, 12 years old.
Okay.
I was like, 12? Because 12-year-olds, they just haven't grown sometimes.
No,
they
do.
You was in 6th grade, you thought you knew everything.
No, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, 12? Wow. I don't know, I might not be at 12.
I'm in elementary school. So I'll admit that. Because the words are still very choppy. The sentence, I still don't use like an is in there. I'll be missing my is or a the, maybe. You know,
I mean, that is tricky because they put the in front of a lot of things where I just, you wouldn't know that you really need to specify that.
No, yeah, and then it interchanges depending on what you're trying to say, and it conjugates with another letter, and that's so difficult. Yeah. I'm like, what the? And then you got to make things masculine and feminine, and I just be like,
yeah, okay. Like, why does everything have a gender? Like, why does everything have a gender? Like,
it's so hard.
Like, the toilet feels masculine. It feels like it would be masculine.
That's why a chair being feminine really pisses me off, honestly, because I think...
Of course, we supporting.
Come on.
Support all women. Yeah.
Some things really should be masculine. But how has it been for you being... Oh, I did want to switch it to you being queer, if you don't mind. I wanted to talk about that because I know my friends ask me that all the time, like, how is this for queer people? How has it been for you? Do you feel more comfortable here than you do in the U.S.?
I feel pretty comfortable in the U.S. I mean, I feel like I've built a pretty queer life for myself in the U.S. And I'm in L.A.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually pretty intentional about only moving to cities that are pretty like.
Oh yeah. So no Florida.
No, girl, no South. I don't really be in the South like that, honestly.
Yeah.
But here, it's felt amazing to me. It's almost like it's one of those queer places where it's so queer that you might not have as many queer-only events.
Mm-hmm.
Like specifically, like, for example, in New York, you would have like 5 black queer women parties, different ones, on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you might have like 1, and then but everywhere feels like, to me at least, everywhere I've never felt like unsafe with the way that I present. I've never felt unsafe being with a woman. I feel like I see more queer couples than I do straight couples.
I do too. I do too. And I think here, I mean, I saw them a lot in like New York and stuff like that because, you know, that's the city to be in. But but definitely more here than I have ever, especially living out loud the way that they do, and not in the U.S. as much as I have here. But I'm from the South, so
where?
It was the concern. Oh my God, where? Maryland, Baltimore.
Okay.
But my family's also from North Carolina, so I used to live there too, and I went to school in Virginia. So very southern. That's why when you said it's slow here, I kind of get the slowness and it doesn't bother me because you know the South move at its own pace. Yeah, you might get it, you might not. So it didn't bother me at all that they do what they be doing. I was used to that because then, and then the attitudes, especially when you go to them Jamaican restaurants back home, it be certain styles.
That's how it is here for sure.
Yeah, no, come on.
Like, you gonna get it when you get it.
Listen.
Yeah. Which I'm like, it should be like that. You know, I've really been trying to unlearn the capitalism of it all and like the, you know, entitlement that comes from capitalism. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I feel that. With us being here, do you feel like we have a lot of privilege that we're not recognizing as Black people? Because, I mean, I've heard, like, a lot of things going on here with different Black people in, like, different neighborhoods. And, of course, we're not from here, so we don't really all know what's happening in the neighborhoods like that. But do you feel like we just have that privilege, like we had this grand escape from a lot of the stuff that we go through back home? But then we're here and then we're just living, and it's like, oh, we don't really know their plight like that.
Yeah, I think we have so much privilege. Like, I feel like I have to work harder to really understand the Black plight here because that's not my experience when I walk into a room. Well, maybe when I walk into the room, but certainly not once I open my mouth. And even when I walk in the room, I feel like there are still signs of class. You know what I mean? That I maybe, not that I can't, but maybe am unwilling to not have. And that could be right down to like my branded glasses or my necklace or my nails being done or like my clothes, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like definitely I haven't figured out how to dress in the same way because I'm just not good with fashion. I don't know, like, you know. And so I feel like even from the moment I walk in, I'm not received the same way. And for example, like I was saying in the CrossFit gym, I feel like once they hear that I'm American, I can feel their attitude shift a little bit from more judgment to maybe more curiosity or maybe just like more indifference to me. And then, yes, definitely with the politics and just not, because in the U.S. it's just like I felt so heavy all the time because I was so aware of what was going on. I had all these channels reaching me of the news and the politics, whereas here I don't have that built into my life yet. Yeah. So, and it's not because it's not happening here. Like, obviously we know nothing are dying here left and right, and, you know, you have the same thing happening, but I don't have all those channels open yet. So I have a privilege of like feeling a little bit will not be here.
Yeah.
Than I feel in the U.S. And even here, I be feeling the shit in the U.S. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I have to just log off at some point because I feel so heavy and so sad and so, like, hopeless.
Yeah. Did you experience a lot of racism and stuff back home, or did you have a lot of those experiences of discomfort?
I think most of my experiences of discomfort came from working in corporate. Like, I worked in finance for a few years and then working in corporate law. I think experiencing just like homophobia and the type of racism that, what's the word? My English is just really going.
I know. The
It's
Portuguese
not,
just wants to come out.
Yeah, but it's not coming either, so then I just be like speechless. But, you know, like just the type that's just like so insidious. Where it's just like people just the way that you're discarded is like so like it's like when they don't even put effort into the racism because they don't need to. You know what I mean? Like the structure is in place for them and not for me. And so the way that I can be ignored or discarded sometimes in the corporate setting is mostly what I remember. Those are the moments where I felt like the most frustrated and then I couldn't say anything. Yeah. I would be like a black woman and like all that stuff. So yeah, most of my stuff would be corporate and not so much outside of that just because I'm so intentional about where I live.
Your spaces, yeah.
In my community, yeah.
Understood. Unfortunately, I've lived in a lot of places in the South.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina. So racism, and oh my God, I don't know if you've ever been to Pennsylvania, but that's one of the most racist states in the United States.
I haven't been.
It's bad.
I mean, not for real.
Oh, those white people, they do not like black people.
I feel like you don't even be hearing about Pennsylvania like that. Like like it being racist.
It's bad. That was my very first racial experience, actually. No, North Carolina was, but I was like in first or second grade. But another two experiences that I had was in PA as a kid. They be so loud. But as a kid,
there's like nobody on the street.
I know, it's just so loud. And then there's a bar up the street. They do karaoke every weekend, or sometimes during the week. They be lit. But yeah, so the two experiences that I had was in PA. I was younger. One, a white guy threw a bottle at me and called the N-word. Yeah. While I was walking to my friend's house, and then I went to this Asian store in PA. It was like a Hello Kitty store. You know, Hello Kitty was really big back in the day. I mean, it's still big now, but I hate that cat. And I probably hate that cat because of this experience.
Okay.
But I went in there with two friends. One was white, one was real light skinned. And the Asian lady was following me. I was like, I don't even like this shit. I don't even want anything in here. My friends wanted to come here. So I got so mad, and I was just talking a bunch of shit while I was leaving the store. I was like, my parents will come here and buy everything.
It's so frustrating because what can you do other than just like yell at them, and then they just like, you proving my point, you crazy.
No, that was frustrating, but I've had aside from those experiences, I've also had like a lot of corporate experiences too. Mm-hmm. Me and white women in the corporate industry do not get along. I don't know what that's about. Every job I've had has
them.
My major nemesis is a white lady. I don't know. Or man. And I don't know what that's about.
I mean, it's them.
And not necessarily a white man, just a man. But
yes, agreed. Mm-hmm.
But yes, more so the white women. I don't know what their problem is with me, but that's been my experience.
Problem is with themselves.
No. But here, I haven't had those experiences, thank God. But I also haven't taken up spaces where you typically don't see us in. So, like, you go to that CrossFit gym. I haven't gone to a gym like that yet. My gym is outside, and it be a bunch of us there, so I be cool. And it's free, so I be cool. And yeah, I haven't been to, like, no major hotel or nothing that's, like, prestigious or places to eat that's like really like I do a lot of local mom and pop things I've done, and a lot of the people that I've hung out with have taken me to like their spots that are very like chill. So I don't know, I haven't had that experience. Just a lot of people like, why you don't speak Portuguese? Like one girl at the Mercado, she was like, why would you come to Brazil and you don't speak Portuguese? And I understood.
She was white?
No, girl, she was us, and I was like, cousin.
Was she asking in like a curious way though?
No, girl. She said it in a tone that was not favorable. And I didn't even understand Portuguese that much at that time, but I understood that. I was like, cousin now, why you acting like that? You see us?
Yeah.
Don't be doing me. I'm going to learn that. And I've been wanting to go back there and prove her wrong ever since I forgot what she looked like.
Just gotta go speak to everyone in the store. Were you trying to like check out and it was not going well?
No, she was asking me did I need any help, and I was looking for stuff in the aisle, but I really couldn't understand other things that she was saying, and I was like, oh, desculpa, eu não fala pouco, and she was like, why would you come to Brazil and you don't speak Portuguese? First of all, ma'am, I don't have to speak the language to travel. However, I am trying.
And you know what's interesting is that you meet so many people here that have like zero interest in what is out there.
Yeah.
Like they just don't see the point. And so their understanding of why you would do such a thing.
Yeah.
Why you would come to a place where you have no family and you don't know the language and you don't know anything. Like doesn't, because they have no interest in doing that. I've met so many people where they're just like, no. Or maybe they're like, I'll travel for a few days, but I don't want to like live there. Why would I leave Salvador?
Yeah.
I always have like a few. It's kind of like Baltimore, honestly. You get a lot of people in Baltimore that don't want to leave Baltimore.
Girl, you said a mouthful because my ex at the time, he would not even leave his couch on Sundays to go like for a walk. But yeah, you're so right.
Yeah.
The people don't like to move, but and that's like that in the South period too. Because North Carolina, I have a lot of like my family has never been. A lot of my family members have never been on a plane, train, nothing. So yeah.
And I'm a little bit like, I don't know if I'm envious, but I do love seeing so much and learning so much. But I'm like, it must be so nice to just like, you like what you like and you happy with where you at.
Yeah.
And like, that kind of like peace must be great.
Yeah.
You know?
And the stability too. I think about that all the time because I do feel like sometimes me moving around so much, I feel very unstable. But also I'm just like, I like new places. I like to learn new things. I like to meet new people. So I don't know, is that bad?
No, and I got attention problems too. So I'm like, I wouldn't learn nearly as much as I learned about Brazil. I wouldn't just learn. Like, I gotta go and have a hands-on experience because me reading about it, I'm not going to pay enough attention, as much attention as I would like.
Yeah.
To really learn these things like in depth. So I'm like, I need to go.
I think the only reason I haven't lived in LA, and I only bring that up because I moved here because of the sun. And I wish I lived in LA because they have the sun and the beaches. But the only reason I haven't lived there is because it's so expensive, even more expensive than New York. And that would be my place to live, but I cannot afford that.
It is really expensive, but you can find, because everyone always goes to the west side of LA. If you go to the east side, you'll find better deals, like it is a cheaper way of life, but it still is very expensive. Like for what a house in LA costs, you could probably get 2 or 3 houses in North Carolina.
Oh yeah. I feel that. Okay, we're gonna start wrapping it up. But what is like another last piece of advice or anything you can give to people to travel or something that they should know before they come here or something?
I think a general piece of advice for traveling would be that there's never going to be like a perfect moment, especially if you're wanting to move. There's never going to be that perfect moment in that perfect place where it just feels like, everything is easy and aligned. Like if you want to do it, just do it. Just do it and things will fall into place. Or if they don't, then you did it and then you'll try again until it does.
Oh my gosh, that's good advice. That's literally what I did. I had no plan, I just did it.
Yeah. It's like, does it feel like one of the best decisions you
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I didn't know how it was going to work out. I thought I would have to leave soon because things weren't doing what it needed to do here. And now I'm just like, oh no, this is good.
Yeah.
I can do this. I can do this.
Same.
I'm a thug.
Yeah, same. I just one day up and like I just was like, I feel like I literally had to do like this with my life and just kind of like get it off of me. And it was not smooth. Like it was not smooth. I actually lost a couple friends in the process because I did kind of just like dip. So like, don't do that. But I needed to go, and I think my friends that really like know me and fuck with me, they understood because I kept being like, this is like I'm not well. Like I need to go.
Yeah.
And so,
No, that was dead ass to me. I be having a travel fever. If I don't travel and go somewhere, especially with sun and water, I'm literally going to probably combust.
Yeah.
So I'd be needing that. I need to be hot 24/7.
I love being hot.
No, seriously. Yes. No, because why did we not have sun in the winter? And why is there snow? So I can't live like that no more.
Like, why are people living so cold when they don't have to?
No. Okay, my very last question. Is there another place you would live or travel to visit for a while longer than you've been living in Brazil?
I haven't found, I do want to have a third place that I live between, and I haven't found
That's
it
crazy.
yet. But I have not been to anywhere in Africa yet.
Me neither.
So, yeah.
Asian countries?
I would visit, but I'm really not trying to, like, stick out like that.
That's how I've been feeling. Not only am I tall, but I'm dark as hell.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how I felt about that. And then that's another language.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
Come on, the Asian language is crazy.
Yeah,
Mandarin, Japanese, Korean. Come on, that's wild. That's wild.
I can't do it. I can't do it. But I'm assuming or hoping or like, that whenever I go to whatever countries in Africa, I'll probably fall in love with a couple cities.
No European countries is on your list.
I mean, I'm going to Madrid next month. I'm going to spend a month over there.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's mostly because my Spanish and Portuguese is confused right now. I don't, Europe to me doesn't call me to live. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Maybe in Portugal, I guess they got a lot of black folks over there. No, I don't know. No offense, though. I mean, I'm sure it's great. And I don't know. I haven't been to Portugal, so maybe I'll get there and I'll be like, it's amazing.
Yeah, I've never been to any of those places yet. I have been to some countries in Eastern Europe. I've been to London and Paris. I wouldn't live in London. I probably would live in Paris.
A lot of black folks in France, too. I forgot.
Yeah, I probably would live in Paris because I did fuck with the vibes there and the people. I met black people there. They were mad cool. So I would probably do Paris. But Eastern Europe, I know this is crazy and there's no black people there, but I would do Romania. Because Romania was like actually really amazing. Like
the architecture?
Both. The architecture and the people.
The people
were so nice. So I had one bad racist experience, and that was like at a restaurant in Transylvania. The girl didn't want to serve us because I was black. But that was my only bad experience. Everybody was so nice. Like, so nice.
You think it was like a southern nice? Where they was really throwing shade at you?
No, it didn't seem inauthentic. It gave more curiosity. It gave like here, just very curious. They only saw black people on TV, so it was just interesting to see us in person, I guess. And then I was like one of like maybe 5 who might have been there at the time.
You're right. I am prejudging Romania because I had Romanian coaches for gymnastics, and they were really mean to me. I feel like, but they were mean in like a coach way. Like they would make me cry in like a coach way. So I feel like I'm like prejudging it right now. I'm like, what? I don't know anything about Romania.
I feel you because I had this lady that I worked with who was Polish, and now I feel like Polish people aren't that nice. Because why was she acting like that? Because I don't feel like all Polish people are like that. Maybe she was the problem.
Yeah.
But I feel you. No, Romanians are really nice. It was really nice. Yeah. I think you should check it out. But
yeah, if I'm in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
I'll pop over. Yeah.
Nah, dead ass. In Greece.
I
They
do
were
want to
really
go to
nice.
Greece.
Yeah, they were really. And there's
I
black
wanna eat
people
the
there
food.
for real.
Really?
Because they close to the motherland. So yeah, they nice. They good. And the food, muito bom. But and that Greek salad, I ain't had a Greek salad or a gyro since I left Greece.
Really?
Girl, yeah, because it's the best.
I do want to go for the food. I don't even like food.
Ooh. Them Greeks can cook, girl. Yeah. Them Romanians can cook too. They be cooking.
I don't even know what they eat over there. So.
A lot of potatoes. Yeah, but you be walking, so you won't lose the weight.
Okay. I can't afford to lose the weight.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. But I love it. Okay, I want to thank Tony so much for coming on to the episode to talk about your traveling experiences. Do you want people to follow you?
On Instagram?
On anything.
Oh! I mean, you can send a request through. No, that's okay. But you can come visit me. I would love if you came to visit me. And you can follow me after that.
Yes, come to Brazil. All right, thank you so much, Tony, and thank y'all so much for watching another amazing episode of We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine. We out. Peace.